Hey, what's poppin', Real 16 TV? It's Young Prosper in the building. This time we're reacting. Charleston White says no jumper doesn't help anyone grow, and Adam freaks out. It takes him a minute to say this in the video, so it took me a minute to get to where he says it. I ain't even gonna lie to you, but we gonna get into it. I never thought I was gonna see Charleston White on no jumper. Real shit. I heard him say Adam lost out on a lot of money not putting him on there. I truly agree. It would have been entertaining. It feels as though he came here to take shots at Adam, but he also said arguing with people is how they usually build some shit up. So I don't know if Adam was prepared for that or he's taking it serious. We're going to start the screen recording in 3, 2, 1. Video playing.
That's why benefit from it more than the average guy. But it could have been any of my other friends.
But nobody became famous from this podcast. I've been watching you for 5 years.
This podcast about Flacco. Yeah, what about XXX? What about
he's dead. He's not.
Right, but he became one of the biggest artists in the world before he died, right? Yeah, this was the one big interview that he did that launched him into superstardom.
No, it didn't. No, it wasn't.
Well, along with his music,
his beef with Drake put him out there before this.
His beef with Drake was totally irrelevant compared to him going on No Jumper.
No, you was irrelevant.
X's No Jumper interview got 26 million views. The biggest rapper interview of all time.
Before he died,
obviously that number includes after he died.
Well, come on, don't put that in there. Don't
you're telling me that my platform doesn't make people famous when
your platform ain't shit.
I ain't gonna lie, I say this. I say some people get famous off the platform and some people just do well. You know what I'm saying? Some people do well. But you got like Gina Views. She went on to do good things. Did she like No Jumper? At the end of the day, no, she did not. AD and them, they continue to have a career out of it. You know what I'm saying? Which they didn't necessarily have a career in that field before. I feel like he gave AD a chance. I was really excited about No Jumper when they gave AD a chance, no cap. Because, like, I really listened to him as a kid. So I was sitting here like, oh, shit, nigga, that's bro. What the fuck? And then he did his thing. And then when he went on his own way, they haven't seemed to fall off. They still doing their thing over there. So I wouldn't necessarily say he pushed them up to where they skyrocketed, but you know what I'm saying, they about No Jumper-ish. You know what I'm saying, they about there. I feel like it's at least arguable to where they can still talk about each other here and there, shit like that. I don't know if I'd say like a bunch of people blew up, but people blew up for sure. Lil Pump, XXXTentacion
took place on this platform.
I wouldn't say Rucci necessarily blew up, but I remember Rucci's exposed. I remember AC Chike's exposed. Like, back then, a lot of them SoundCloud rappers really went up. Maxo Cream, I almost quoted his line just now. The SoundCloud is, what's it called? But Maxo Cream really did his shit and stayed in the game for a long time. I felt bad because every time I bring up Houston rappers, I always forget that, wait, Maxo Cream is a Houston rapper. I be leaving Buddy out when I be thinking about Houston rappers. Because to me, that's probably my favorite Houston rapper is Maxo Cream. Hell, if you listen to my intro, To a Degree, it's a piece from it. So hopefully that nigga don't ever cut up on me. But like, it's a piece from one of his songs, one of the old joints. But yeah, I'm a real big fan.
X,
a dead motherfucker.
He was dead after.
But Maxo Cream came on and did an interview. Lil Yachty came on and did an interview. Now, did they necessarily blow up because of the platform? No. They blew up from their own accolades, but they were on the platform before they were popular, and I think that should be thought about.
He did
a dead motherfucker.
Yeah, he died many years after he did the interview.
I did 50 million this month on Instagram. What the fuck is 20 million on your podcast? Right. I did 50 million this month.
Well, again, you're moving the goalposts because we weren't talking about you. We're just saying that
I'm the shit.
The biggest rapper interview of all time.
He had to die for it.
It got bigger when he died.
Before he died, what was it? What was the numbers?
Probably 10+ million.
Do that on
still gigantic.
Yeah, I got 11 on Cam Newton. Okay. And I ain't dead yet.
Right.
Which, that's a fair argument. Now, he did kind of move the goalpost though, because the original conversation was, did anybody blow up off this platform? Getting 10 million because you was on this platform technically is blowing up off this platform. Is there a lot of people that came to the platform already being well known? And so like the platform didn't do much for him? Like a DW Flame, like he was already well known. If anything, I feel like I hear less from DW Flame after doing the Wild Out and all that stuff, almost as though he's drained. Just like I ain't gonna lie, I be on hiatus a lot around this motherfucker. but you got like your almighty suspects that already had a name before they got to No Jumper. So then it's not necessarily that No Jumper is blowing them up, but they're getting a lot more attention. Like Munchie B, he's on Strictly Politicking. Like he do something else on the other side, so you know who he is. Spody Face, I just kind of knew him from popping up on No Jumper a lot over the years, and now I know him as a regular on No Jumper. Aunt Hefe, I watch it. I wouldn't say I watch his channel all the time, but I'm starting to get more into it because I seen it pop up now. So I'm trying to check him out more so I understand more where he be coming from with a lot of things he be saying. So like, I can give a fair opinion of what he's saying. But yeah, Aunt Hefe, he just kind of popped up in my opinion. But he was a good add-on. Like he wasn't a bad add-on. I guess if you were trying to say he's trying to check that gang member mark all the time, he did that with the Spody Face and the Aunt Hefe and the Munchie B. And seeing as, I guess you would say they're supposed to be from opposing groups per se, like the fact that they're all in the same room doing their podcast is actually a showing of like there can be unity when in places where they say there can't be. It's a pretty good show for the people watching, I ain't gonna lie to you.
It is a man.
But do people necessarily blow up? Not a bunch.
Just
some.
You acknowledging that you are famous has nothing to do with
he was already famous.
The biggest.
Because Flacco, I do think he changed Flacco's life. That's part of the reason why I constantly, for the last 5 years, I did YouTube constantly. That's why No Jumper is one of the places I always say, like, shit, if y'all need another person, let me get on. Straight up all the time. And I'm sure there's millions of people doing that. And somebody probably like, bro, you don't even get that many views. I'm like, I feel like I could do that up. The opportunity, I'll kill the opportunity, swear to God. I'll kill the opportunity. I'll do my best. I don't think I'd be nervous on my first try either. I think I would just do my thing. But like, I think that they give opportunities, especially to somebody that's not even well known. And then like a Flacco became somebody literally out of nowhere. Like I remember my original videos talking about they was bullying Flacco. Then I felt like, you know when you low and you not up, if you do something interesting, somebody that's higher up still might be like, that's still a good idea. I used to feel like they use some of my ideas sometimes. They for sure on No Jumper use my screenshot of Flacco for sure. But like that type of shit, I started to dislike Flacco a little bit. But then after a minute, I was like, you know what? Then you just make good content. You can't get mad when he started going back to his own channel and would do those type of videos. I'm like, bro, I would react to him. Like, nigga he do good content. And he got a good way of putting it together. So, like, he just needed the opportunity. Like, yeah, he would have made great videos regardless, but he just needed the opportunity. So, like, if Flacco did blow up, if you say Flacco didn't blow up because of No Jumper, you're lying. Now, would I say he necessarily needs No Jumper to stay afloat? No, them videos are good. They are. They are. You know what I'm saying? He's an interesting personality, and he moved over to where it's not so much the No Jumper realm. Like, he might pop up in some of those stories sometime, but at this point, he's like damn near strictly a journalist. Like, sometimes I literally just watch his shit to really know what's going on with some shit, no cap, so.
Rapper view of interview of all time happened here.
Crit KB was already famous with the Rolling 60s. Brick Baby.
So just being a gang member made him famous?
Well, he was a famous Rolling 60 gang member outside of California, so he was already famous.
Well, he was already interviewing on Kim Capone TV and whatnot. That's why I said, because he was already a rapper. He just wasn't like rapping enough that the interviews necessarily made sense, but a lot of his interviews came from like who he was supposed to know. He was supposed to know Nip, and he was supposed to know the person that shot Nip. So he is right in that sense. He's known for his affiliation more than he is known for his like his rap ability, for sure. For sure. But he was already doing interviews and stuff like that before he got to No Jumper. Matter of fact, he was random to me, to be honest with you. I think Adam just found him entertaining and saw that he could be a perfect fit, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because he really was a jokester. Not everybody want to be involved in shit like that. Sometimes it's just motherfucker just around that type of shit. Some people really ain't doing nothing. It's just the shit everybody they ever knew just was. So even if you innocent, you gonna look guilty by association because of who you know. It just be like that. There's some things you can't do nothing about.
Until we brought him on the podcast.
But Brick Baby was not innocent. In Brick Baby's case, Brick Baby was not innocent.
San Francisco, but he ain't famous.
He's worldwide famous because of November. No, I've been around with him. I've been around with him before and after.
He's worldwide famous because of me. I spoke
Brick Baby and you?
I said his name. He wasn't shit to nobody.
Listen, I got Brick Baby to talk about you. If it wasn't for me, he probably never would have said a word about you.
He was on my dig long for you. He was in my inbox.
I mean, maybe he was doing that, but nobody knew when he was DMing you, right?
Well, or nobody knew him from No Jumper.
We didn't know that part.
Nobody knew him. Well, I don't want to say nobody, but very few people knew about him. Then he comes on No Jumper. He becomes the most controversial, talked about Crip in the state.
Now, who's after him?
Who else became famous from?
I give you him.
I mean, there's just like a fleet of rappers and personalities over the years.
Flacco.
You want to do the AI?
No.
We'll just put the AI. That's all.
Oh boy,
because I would say, because I really don't give a fuck about the gangbanging shit. The shit is really stupid. But what I will say is this, right? Well, and no disrespect to who do it. I don't mean like it's just a stupid point of view for this conversation, talking about who blew up and who didn't blow up and shit like that. It's a dumb part of the conversation. But I will go ahead and say Flacco. I'm gonna go ahead and say T-Rail, because T-Rail was already well known in that industry, but he just wasn't known as like a figure yet. So I'm gonna say T-Rail. I want to say Pun, but I'm not gonna say Pun because Pun hardly ever showed up. We just knew Pun was there. You know what I'm saying? So I can't say Pun. I could probably say AD just because now his career is what it is. Duno was really already popping for being so fucking funny on the thing, but I'll throw Duno on the list. And then, fine, I'll say Brick. But then you also got a bunch of other people that just kind of just popped up, and then they just like got well known. Like, what's the chick? Damn Homie, the chick that married the nigga in prison. That's Damn Homie. Or what's the chick that was, the two chicks that was fucking everybody? That's half the reason, no bullshit, that's half the reason I wanted to get famous when I started watching No Jumper. Because I just like No Jumper because of the interviews and hearing how people grew up. And then all of a sudden, all the bad bitches came on there talking about they fucking the whole Suns team and shit like that. I'm like, nigga, you sitting in the room with the bitch that'll fuck anybody because they popping just because they in there. There's niggas that's just in there that day, and she goes, who are you? What do you do? I'm like, damn. It's not like that no more. It's definitely more of a real business now. Fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you look at that. But it made you really want to be like, damn, like, even if you're not trying to do like that, the fact that you would be in a room with so many opportunities, you can meet your favorite rapper or whoever you listening to in that moment. See what kind of nigga is. He might be cool, he might be regular. Nigga might not have shit to do that day. He might be like, shit, Adam, can I kick in the building? Back when Adam was kicking in the building all day. Now Adam's more family life and got other shit he gotta do. But it just used to have such a vibe of like, oh my God, like being there would be such a part of the family. Like back in the Yuri house phone, like time period before they was on and when they was on, like it had such a, it felt like a gateway to being famous. Like if you can get into that door, it's up to you at that point how far you can go. You can be like a Gina, which I'd add her to the list. You be like a Gina and be somewhere with DJ Head doing good. You know what I'm saying? Good podcast / interviews depending on the situation. I think they mostly just feed off of each other though. But like you be like that, or you could be like a house phone. You're in them, they went off and did their own thing. I don't know if it's still working out, disconnected, but they was doing their own thing for a good minute. So it's not like they just skyrocketed, but they were able to find their fan base. So I wouldn't say motherfuckers just completely became famous. It's more like rappers usually became famous if they was continuing to rap. But like YouTubers, you know what I'm saying? Some of them got some good careers, some of them didn't.
Who has become famous from No Jumper? We got to be objective, so we're going to let the AI fill in the blanks.
You dye in your house. Yeah, sucker. Yeah, you dye.
He didn't have no hair.
I dye my beard.
You dying?
I was about to say, who give a fuck what color he dyed that shit? He didn't originally have that shit. He wanted to have it, so he paid to have it. Who give a fuck? I don't necessarily like it when motherfuckers dye that shit though. I think they be lying about how old they is. But like him dyeing his beard ain't really helping nothing because you can still see the gray and that shit. So who cares?
Girl, nigga, I'm seeing gray flakes right now.
No,
nigga.
just the beard, not the hair.
I'm seeing gray flakes at the top.
I don't dye my hair. Okay, the biggest success stories are probably rappers like XXXTentacion, Lil Pump, Lil Peep, Juice WRLD, 6ix9ine, Smoke Perp, Ugly God, and then also the
Ugly God,
personalities like Crip Mac, AD, T-Rail, Duno, Sharp, Flacco, etc., who really were all people that rose to prominence on the platform.
I give you AD, I give you T-Rail. They became famous after this.
Crip Mac, nobody had heard of him before No Jumper.
Man, we 5'5" Crip.
Sharp, nobody knew about him before No Jumper. Flacco, he made his name on No Jumper. Duno,
I agree
fattest
with
Mexican in the
I
world.
agree with Flacco.
Yeah, I give him Flacco.
Yeah, Duno, Sharp.
Yeah, a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? But that was an error. It's an error that's hard to replicate too. But that was an error. It was. It made you like I wanted to be on No Jumper and be a part of the team before that. Like I was really into this shit. Like at first I was just trying to be on there as like a rapper. I was trying to be a rapper and get on there. One day I'm gonna get an interview from Adam. Then I started trying to be a YouTuber, and then I was like, man, I like what Dude be doing. I like what Vlad be doing. I started idolizing certain Charlemagne the God. I started idolizing certain YouTubers, Andrew Schultz, when they did the Brilliant Idiots together. Taxstone, he fucked up. I just started idolizing certain people because I like the way they talked about their circumstances or about the thing and shit like that. And so I wanted to like truly be on No Jumper. Like I didn't texted Yazzie on Instagram before. Hell, I didn't texted AD's cousin Crazy. I didn't texted like Ace Boy Trey, and my people died. Ace Boy Trey said something about my people dying before. I didn't got messages back and forth from the viral way niggas like Messiah and shit on social media. Now they could be doing that for anybody, but they sharing books and I'm giving books, like to the point where even though I wasn't getting that much, I ain't getting that much attention. I always felt like I was kind of already in the space with these niggas. Like the niggas never made me feel like it was too far away. It just made me feel like they always made me feel like I wasn't ready yet. And they could not be paying me no attention, but you know, delusion puts you far. But I always felt like No Jumper was a space. And not to say Charleston White, because I didn't talk to Charleston White, didn't talk shit directly to me while I was in his thing, talking to him about some shit. And I was like, damn, he just said he only argue with people he trying to blow up. I should argue with this nigga, and I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Because I'm like, nigga, I respect the nigga. Like, yeah, I know he do a lot of crazy shit, but like, I esteem to make it that far, so it's so hard for me to want to like argue with people that I think are cool for the things that they were able to achieve. It'd be hard for me. But like, I be thinking I can make it. I do. And No Jumper be feeling like the only way I feel like I can make it sometimes. Though I could make it somewhere else, sometimes I be feeling like, man, if they gave me the opportunity, I could really shine and then become somebody. But that's neither here nor there. Go ahead and continue to like, subscribe, and share. Continue to fuck with me. I appreciate you watching. Bye.